Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Penguin Show. Hope you guys enjoyed that musical treat. It's gonna be the new intro song starting now. So, anyway, I digress. Just double check here. OBS browser page. Okay, right. Yeah, because the chat windows in my OBS were using 8% each, so a total of like, well, it was like 8.8 occasionally, almost up to 10%. There's like 20% of my processing power was being used to render chat windows in OBS. So I spent a bit of this morning writing some JavaScript and CSS to get rid of the fluff, and really just throttled the chat rendering. And now it's using 0.2%. So should be a bit more smooth sailing. We're turning this into a lean machine, guys. Very lean machine. I think what's missing is Penguin Pet. Penguin Pet is in dire need of some optimizing. It's using up 16% of my CPU. I think if I can get that down to like 10, whew, then we're talking. But I digress yet again. Penguin Springs, looking beautiful as usual. Yesterday, I was tinkering with cars. They're not yet done. I could do this. Let's see here. Right, that's not open yet. Nice. Is everyone good this fine day? We all chill. I was gonna find. Wait, did I not have? Oh, okay, yeah, I should probably do that then. Here, can we open my Oh. Oh, is it case sensitive? Where the fuck do I have it? Leader if. Wait, do I not have it? Okay. I'm a bit confused right now because I'm not... There it is. Find in path. So we should... What is it? Yank yank? Where's that? You have to be there and then... I wonder if I just enable like that, will it... Yeah, okay, we have to restart it again. Hello, Salim. I think we'll replace these. How are you doing today, Salim? Penguin heist. Soln. That means solution. Okay, so I was gonna find the advanced AI vehicle, and then what did I have? I need to check my commands again. Yeah, go to method. Okay. That not? List methods in class. Idea then. Did file structure pop up? Okay. Close it again. Nice of you to stream. Yeah, I decided to be nice and friendly today. I decided to leave my toxic non-streaming era behind and move on to greener pastures and yeah, once again, stream. Stephanie's also streaming.
This is Fernando Miguel. He is really good at dancing.
I has learned to dance.
Thank you for the follow, ba boy. Right, I was gonna check. Yeah, okay, so this is a good way to find shit. Okay. Because then we can find class advanced AI vehicle, and then we can go to methods, and we want to find why C#, because I'm using C# in Unity. Me likey C Sharpie. Okay. Hello, Lana. Welcome back. Hello, Off Danims. Good morning to you. Lod. Update Lod. Oops.
Aranga Mingdev TV said LOD. Is that a LARD reference?
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I'm making Penguin GTA right now, so that's what's up. Anyway, let's see. Thy end is now, bro. Can we make game with C++? Yes, you can. Let's see, we won't spawn in with LOD 0. I think that's the thing. So when we initialize, rather we'll say imagine how long it would have taken to make it in C++. You know, I don't know, it probably would have been a little bit of a shorter starting point, but I'm not convinced that it would have taken that much longer. You know, okay, assuming I would have been well versed in Unreal, because you know that's really the only engine out there, mainstream engine where you're coding in C++. Assuming I was well versed in Unreal, I think I probably wouldn't have taken much longer to get stuff done. But
This is Fernando Miguel.
oh hell yeah, thank you.
He's really good at dancing.
Tensi_visions has learned to dance.
Thank you so much for the follow. Name the game again? Penguin GTA. Yeah, we hit that follower goal. We're going viral, guys. We're famous. Okay, and then private float time of spawn megadega W. Oh. I don't know if they're adding C#. I wouldn't assume they are. I mean, Unreal is pushing heavy on their blueprints. They want to be known as the engine that's built for game designers. And by pushing blueprints, that's what they're doing, right? And their entire C++ backend, as far as I'm aware, is fairly poorly documented and sort of expected to be used by those who really know what they're doing. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sure there are plugins for C++ in Unity as well. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Yeah, it's no problem. Megadega, can you see me? Of course he can. Megadega is wearing prescription glasses. Okay, so time of spawn equals time dot time. No, not time dot delta time. And then here initialize and then update LOD. Here we don't want to update the LOD if time of spawn time.time subtracted by time of spawn is less than, let's say, 5, then we just return. Because otherwise we just stick to the LOD. You're the real Fernando Miguel. Love your reels. Hell yeah. Twitter and YouTube. No, it's Twitch. Trust me, it's not Twitter. Oh, I guess Steam isn't running. Wait, I need to see this shit.
Tenchi Vision said, "You're the real Fernando Miguel. Love your reels."
What are we, some kind of penguin cast? But yesterday after stream, I changed it so cars are now physics based. At the point of LOD 0. Good morning, got Daddy Frosty. Twitch and YouTube seeing each other. Chaos. Yeah, they were never meant to meet. It's like water and oil. Oh, it's not in the build profile. Okay, well that's fair. But yeah, the thing with the cars is that, no, I haven't touched Humane UI yet. I have it installed, but I just haven't touched it yet. But it's also like, you know, the people I've spoken with who have used Humane UI, they said that it felt like too much of a copy of Sandbox. I was like, okay, well, I'll take your word for it. And I just haven't touched it, you know. Hey, yo, it's a loading screen.
I am Rich Rick, the richest penguin on this side of the equator.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cheered 200 bits.
Thank you for the 200 bits, Tenchi. I think, you know, actually it's 300 for a hat. 300 for a hat, but I'm feeling generous, so oh, maybe this will crash it actually. This might crash the overlay. Yeah, it crashed the overlay. Shit. I'll give myself
I am Rich Rick, the richest penguin on
oh my
this
god.
side of the equator.
Alice_Svaria cheered.
That's
200 bits.
I am Rich Rick.
Oh no, okay.
The richest penguin on this side
Wait,
of
what the fuck?
equator.
Shit.
Visions cheered 300 bits.
Shit, my overlay, it's not thriving. Okay, let's give myself a random hat. Just type stop. Whoever types stop, that's when we stop. I'm spamming my hats. Type stop and I'll stop changing hats. Don't stop. I'm waiting.
I am Rich Rick, the richest penguin on this side of the equator.
Someone tell me to stop. I need to... I can't keep changing hats like this forever. Someone? Okay, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Okay, this... I don't like this hat. But... Ah! I want to have the... Wait. I know which hat I want. Actually, we're gonna be wizard. Wizard. We're going wizard. I didn't cheat, guys. You saw it. I stopped once. Yeah, I don't think this is an insane amount of bits here. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, this is a problem with the cars, as you'll notice. When they get like physically activated, they'll start swerving around like maniacs. Many of them. Ah!
I am Rich Rick, the richest
Oh.
penguin on this side
A new
of the
hat.
equator.
Hey, I'm okay with this one. I'm okay with this one.
Change hat.
Arriba! Boom shagalaka. Welcome, Purple Beaks. Let's see if we can find any car that actually drives okay. Yeah, I mean, these guys are okay. It's just that they're a bit slow in the uphills. But I want to see what happens if I... Oh, shit. Is this my only weapon? Ah! He's like, oh shit, I'm getting drive off a cliff. Hey, try to get to me, copper. Oh shit, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Oh. Oh shit. This is... Oh man. Oh no. Oh no.
I am Rich Rick, the richest penguin on this side of the equator.
Alice_Sfaria cheered 200 bits.
Britterball said, "It's the final corngwin to do nice hat, by the way."
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think I do want to have drunk. I don't know. This is not really like I envisioned it. It was working fine yesterday. This is not supposed to be like... Oh shit. If I get in this car, it's gonna explode. Look at this. Look at this. Ah! Yeah, I don't know, man. This is... This is not quite. Oh god. Wait, why is it like this?
I am rich, Rick. The richest penguin on this side of the equator.
Tenchi_visions cheered 10 bits.
Well, please, he's still after me. Alright, Copper. Get copped. Okay, I don't know. This is not quite what I imagined. I mean, that guy's flying. That guy just flipped his car over. There's streaks of... There's like tires in the sky. Yeah, okay, One second. All right. Yeah, there's a bug here. I don't know. Let's see here. I just need to get a bit more of an understanding here, because I mean this. Let's see. Like, I mean, when I have it starting at lot 0, wait, did I not? Was that here? Yeah, solver iterations. What the fuck is going on over here? My guy. I'll show you how it's done. Okay, I guess I can't. Wait a minute, this isn't Penguin Software. Which game you're making? This game is called Penguin GTA. As you can see, it's bug-free. We just fixed all the bugs in the game. So yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. Took a while, but yeah, finally 0 bugs in this game. It's awesome. I love having made the first bug-free game.
Tenchi Vision said, "The best investment of my life was giving money to a penguin."
Yep. It's a good investment, guys. Bethesda should hire you. They should. They should. And this is my demo reel. I'm gonna send this live stream link to Bethesda, and they'll see what I'm capable of. Oh, look. This guy, he was driving just earlier. Just seconds earlier, this guy was driving. Hello, Free Tech, what's up? Oh. Help. Okay, okay. What changed? What changed? This was working sort of well yesterday. Good, hopefully you see my comment and go, well, if this guy thinks so, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna see what happens when I hot reload cause crashes yet? No, I haven't. I mean, I've had issues and bugs where I thought I fixed things, but I didn't, because like hot reload gives you this confidence that things are have been hot reloaded when they actually haven't, and you don't notice it until you exit like full screen mode, and you see it. The overlay is only in the scene here, hot reload. So when you're playing like this, you don't see that things haven't hot reloaded, so you edit like a coroutine or something, and it's like, ah, shit, I'm editing in a coroutine. But a trick there is externalize the methods from the coroutine and then edit the methods that are being called by the coroutine as best you can. Then you can hot reload. This is Unity3D that I'm using. Okay. Let's see. Advanced AI vehicle. And I was gonna see like return. What is it? Update LOD. Perform movement right here. Or update LOD. We can just comment this. I'm making Penguin GTA. Making Penguin GTA. And trying my best to stay alive while doing so. I'm also making a horror game in Unreal Engine 5. The true horror game is using Unreal Engine. Now that's a horror game. Is it also going to cost over $120? Actually, we're going to be the first $200 game on the market. And I'm very excited to be announcing this price to the community soon enough. Yeah, we're going to be the first $200 game. Sandbox had sound effects? Oh man. They really should have sound effects. Yeah. $200, you get early access to the demo. I think it's the solver iterations. I think it might be the solver iterations that are causing pain to this vehicle.
Your reflection tells a story of a pirate's life of glory. Trust your eyes. Arr, the mirror never lies.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like these days people are sort of begging for a chance to spend more money. And I feel like I can be the guy to give them a chance to do that. You know? Does that sound crazy? to be the guy to allow people to actually like spend all their life savings on games in a way that they want to. I'm surprised AAA hasn't done it yet. That's all I'm saying. But I think we can get there if we really try. We just gotta think smart. Look, this is what I love. This is why I got into game dev. Flying cop cars. Imagine the possibilities if that was real life. Oh. Look, buddy, you don't have to back up like a maniac. The cop car is still gonna... Just in the sky, it's an illusion. Oh. If my game doesn't cost my deposit for a new apartment, I don't want it. Yep. And that's how I've been feeling for a long time now. Games have been getting too cheap. You're such a nice guy, you should add a random item container. You can pay a bit to open it, and you get a random item that's worth money. You're practically giving people money for free. Yeah. I honestly, yeah, I think for sure just adding, yeah, like real money drops. That's what it's all about. Free money. Per hour played. Well, I was thinking maybe we could have like loot boxes, but there's a chance that you don't get anything in the loot box, because that way, when you actually do get something in the loot box, it's going to feel all the more special. There's going to be like this sense of pride and accomplishment. I don't know what the fuck is happening here. There seems to be like this random chance for... $99% chance of nothing. And imagine how the guy who gets the 1% chance unlock feels. He's gonna be over the moon. Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. These wheels are active. These wheel colliders are active. The mesh colliders are inactive, as they should be. Because while this fella is driving... Ah, fucking hell, dude. While this fella is driving... And we pull him up a little bit. Look, wheel colliders are active. The wheel colliders are active. And this fella be like, hey, BHS just got a job, guys. Congratulations. Round of applause for BHS. Why do the wheel colliders fall through the ground? I mean, I imagine that it's not super easy to do like collision calculations on a complex collider like a road, for sure. But I'm using C#, Unity C#. which is of course the sequel to See Blurry. What engine do you recommend for new beginners? Yeah, for sure, Unreal Engine 5. If not that, go straight to Sandbox, because they have this new feature called Humane UI. Gonna be great. Head over to Sandbox, people. Also, Scratch. They'll never be as great as Humane UI. Sad. I wonder if it's the mass of the car that's too big. If we put this mass at like 300 and then pull this fella up, he doesn't fall through the ground. What about Godot? I heard it's still in beta. Yeah, well, Godot. More like Godot, do. Am I right, guys? Yeah. If you know, you know. My mass is 300 and I fall through the ground. Been there, done that. Who's with me? Somehow I can't wrap my head around Godot script, but I can with C#. Isn't Godot script basically like Python? Isn't it? Like Pythonish? How long have you been working on this? I don't know. I feel like it's been since June or something. 55 years. I've been working on this game 55 years. Only 40 more to go. Goda Tattoo, Goda Toto. I've been born here a long time ago. Oh. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Cotton Eye Godot. That's funny. Where'd you come from? Where'd it go? Where'd it come from? Cotton Eye Godot. Yeah. I'm so happy for your grandkid. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, tell your grandma and grandpapa about this stream. Make sure they like, follow, and subscribe. Okay, cop. Show me what you got. Show me what you got, cop. Okay. I buy what you're selling. Ah, shit. This guy fell through the ground. The curse of the ground. Dude, my grandpa is dead. His body's right under a cell tower, which was placed on top of the graveyard. Ah, shit. Yeah, that 5G is gonna do a number on his health, dude. Is it true that you like penguins? Yes. Yeah. I wish I could program. Don't worry. One day you will. You just gotta dream big and never let go of your dreams. I don't understand learning is the hard part. Yes. Oh. True. Look, I don't understand. Look, guys above the ground, wheels are active. Wheels are active and about to collide. Look, let him cook. Let him cook. Oh, he fell through the ground. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, but... okay, sorry, guy. I didn't mean to break your car. Okay, but we can put it on continuous. And we'll see. Now he lands on the ground. See, it's the discrete, because I think the only contact point of a wheel is this little fella. That's the only contact point of a wheel. It's this. So of course, I mean, if it's when will you game get path tracing added to it? Yeah, we're adding that tomorrow. I'm gonna code it myself, code it from scratch. I think you enable your quicksand mod. Ah, yeah, shit. I'm gonna go catch you later. Maybe. Okay, Freezek. See you around. I'll take your word for it. I'm ignoring that maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna code it in Scratch and then port it to Unity. If you guys enjoy performance, you're gonna love this. Okay, yeah, well, I can't have it be continuous, I think. Or can I? Like, why is he so weird? I guess he's fallen over many times. I'm gonna try this. This is multiplayer. Yeah, it is. It is. What multiplayer system? I'm using Photon Fusion 2. Okay, so it's here. Get component, rigid body, dot, what is it? Potent pun 2? Yeah. Sounds good. Why is the penguin wearing a corn hat and a Mexican costume? Because we're doing corn tacos tonight. Yeah. You don't need a server. I mean, it's peer-to-peer essentially, but what Photon offers is a relay server just built in, so it does all that for you. You don't have to worry about NAT punch through or port forwarding or anything like that. They just do it for you. which also means it's platform agnostic, so you don't have to redo it if you're like, you know, if you make a game for Steam or whatever, and then you want to port it to, I don't know, Switch or something, you don't have to worry about your networking code being entirely integrated within Steam networking. You can just port it over. Let's see, collision detection mode equals log 0, and it's discrete, otherwise it is continuous. Yeah. And then we're gonna re-enable this. Subscribed. Thank you, Yami. Thank you. What IDE you're using? I'm using JetBrains Rider. You guys watched Easy Rider with Jack Nicholson? That's how I feel when I code in JetBrains Rider, except I don't get shot with a shotgun at the end. I am subbed because you seem like a cool fella. Thank you. When you say that the game will be GTA, like which GTA are you talking about? San Andreas, but it's okay. When I say GTA, like it's only because there isn't a reference for what this game is going to be. It's all about like life simulation essentially. It's like The Sims but no families, and GTA but none of the story missions. Does that make sense? Okay, good. What engine are you using? Flube 4 3D, which is the latest in 3D technology. Flube 4, check it out. Sandbox, yeah. Is this a new update? Humane Engine, yeah. It's by the same guy who made Humane UI. Go look that up. Available on Steam. This is Penguin GTA that I'm working on. Ah, shit. Penguin GTA be like wheels in the ground. You have a Discord I can join. Yeah, if you join the Twitch stream, there's a link to the Discord that you can get. Yeah, UI Library of the Year, 4 times running on Steam, of course. Steam players cannot get enough. I think, of course, this is not... continuous... Did you use Toon Shader for object material in scene? Yes. There's an outline shading.
He is really good at dancing.
You need NPCs so you can rob them. There are NPCs. Welcome, Toasty Vibration. I don't have a Twitch account, but I want to join the Discord. If you guys are good at reading and typing, there's the Discord link. It's visible in the on-stream chat window, so... let's go, welcome, yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna restart here and see, because it's supposed to... I don't think the road is static. You can't figure out how to show an indicator where people are speaking. Well, I mean, if you're able to send the voice, you should just be able to... This shouldn't be a difficult problem, or... Am I underestimating the difficulty of said problem? The penguins use fish coin as their currency. Ah, shit, brother. Look. They just blop, blop, fall through the ground. Blop. Like a little bitch. Okay, let's see here. Is it because he extrapolates? If he interpolates, then he's good. It's probably the extrapolation. It's gotta be. Okay. Well, then we can do this. Yeah. So, this would be GTA has Bigfoot. The Twitch look is a lot cozier than the YouTube screen. Agreed. Have you ever stuck in a bug looking for weeks on how to fix it? If yes, how does it feel? I haven't. I mean, maybe when I was starting out, I got stuck on them for like a week. But I think recently, you know, I will generally not get stuck on like a single bug for over like 2-3 days. But I mean, you get these insane problems where it's like, you know, a absolute entire head scratcher, and you try every single reasonable solution, and then eventually you try this last solution, which is like, which you thought you didn't even consider at first, but then, you know, as you get closer and closer to like giving up, you're like, you know, I've exhausted every reasonable option, so I might as well try this bullshit option that, you know, won't work, but I'm just going to do something so I maintain some sort of velocity. And then it turns out that thing worked, and you're like, okay, it worked, but I don't understand why, how, but it works, and I'm just going to accept that. And coming out of having solved this bug, I now realize that I've learned nothing. I have not improved as a developer. It's just been a test of my patience, perhaps a punishment provided to me by the devil himself. But yeah, I mean, though, you get those sort of bugs for sure. But yeah, in general, I'm quite okay. Anyway, let's see here. Interpolation. Oops. Well, followed on YouTube too, but sadly it is my time to try and sleep. Keep up the kick-ass work, my guy. Thank you. Thank you, Toasty Vibration. Thank you for learning how to dance. Well, actually, I think it should just be interpolate always. How is my devil friend? I don't know. Who is your devil friend? Noxblood. YT52. Bro, how do anyone seeing this? Please. How do I set up a working environment on my laptop? First, you start by downloading Scratch. Yeah, if the lot is 0, which is the, you know, lot is reverse order, right? So the highest level of detail is the lowest lot index. But then the AI, which is the race AI, is a component for the cars that essentially enables them to drive in a physics-based manner, and that gets enabled when the lot is low enough or high enough. So you can see here they toggle. Wait, that sound, I don't like that sound. That's the sound I heard when cars were crashing and braking. Race AI, damn. Yeah, that's what we do here in game development. See, this guy's racing. The most talented driver in Penguin Springs. Ay. Okay, let's see here. We can probably I have this scriptable object here that oops. Offset to target point. Like, dude. Reverse time, just 1. Reverse wait time. 1. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, little bro? Where'd you get your license? At the dollar store? Move this. I think it might be also that he's at the end of his path. Is he at the end of his path? Because if so, I guess he wouldn't be requesting a new one. That could make sense. Let's see here. The race AI control. I think there's like finished or something. No, that's the AI path. Here. Finished. Well, he's not supposed to drive at all if he's finished. This is both handmade and generated, so it's generated using stamps, like height stamps, that I put down and manually place and then adjust. So it's like both. But all the like grass and trees and rocks are all hand placed, but it's nothing that I'm proud of. This is a testing level, so I just set up stuff that's gonna allow me to have something that looks presentable. Okay, little bro went through the ground also. The road is quite simple. It took a lot of work to get to the point where I could work the road, because basically, I mean, if you notice here, I'm generating like traffic data for the roads, which consist of like lane changes and directional directional data, and then like merge lane. So for example, here it's a 3-lane going to an off ramp, and it's only the rightmost lane connecting to that one, and these two connect forward here. And this just gets auto generated as I place new road objects. So that part was a bit tricky, but we made it work. And then you have like, yeah, I mean, 3-lane, 2-lane, 1-lane, one-way roads, so on and so forth, intersections, and that's T intersections and X intersections. So you have like the T's there and the X here. So a bit of a complex system in that way, but actually making the roads after that was not terribly difficult. But let's see here. This little bro, what's his path? This should be the end waypoint. We can copy this. And we can do 3D object cube. I just want to see where his end path is. I mean, I guess I could just do draw gizmos. Sorry, I'm stupid. I forget I had that option here. Show gizmo. Yeah, no, that's not his end path. It's nowhere near it. Or this is Unity. Okay, so he started over there, I imagine. Let's see. His position is 219, 200. Yeah, so I mean, he is essentially there halfway through. Seems about right. The actual end is 372. Yeah, there are. There are synchronized variables. I mean, you can just do. I have. Like these, I have synchronized structs containing state. So they contain like, you just add the networked attribute to any property, and you can just automatically network that. And you can have like a networked struct consisting of these. So like I have the enemy state, which I use for all enemies, but I can also have like the item state, which is a state I use to network items. Penguin state networks penguins, and I can group these values up neatly as like structs. Does Unity have like a super generic UI? Well, because the thing is, Unity is a free engine, and because it's a free engine, it's one that many amateurs end up using. And when amateurs use game engines, they end up using default presets. And so you see all these games flood the market using these presets. And it's like, damn, this is a Unity game, because all Unity games have these preset assets. But it's the same thing in Unreal Engine. I mean, how many times haven't you seen a default Unreal Engine character? How many times haven't you seen this guy in a demo, right? And the same default Unreal Engine skybox. Or like you have like these default Unreal Engine animations as well, which is all like, you know, they all look the same. The only reason Unity gets shit on is because their defaults kind of look like ass. But it's because they're just meant for testing. They're not meant for like production. But people who end up using them, amateurs specifically, end up shipping games, and they ship them using the defaults that were just meant for testing and getting stuff up and running. What defaults? Go and buy defaults on the asset store. Yeah, and that's the thing. You end up having like people with Cinti assets. Brain Rot Dog games? Brain Rot Dog. Hey, is this the Brain Rot Dog? Or this one? Which one's the Brain Rot Dog? Oh, hell yeah, the Brain Rot Dog. Like this guy has a bunch of typos as well in the asset. Yeah, there's a bunch of low effort shitpost games. I mean, especially like after, what was it, like Slender or whatever, the amount of the Slenderman game. The amount of low effort horror games, low effort Unity horror games, just went up. What game you're making? Penguin GTA is the game on Steam. Look up Penguin Heist. Well, I think it's not if it's the Unity. Well, I guess some people, but generally, I don't think people are scared of seeing the Unity logo on start, but they're scared of seeing the default splash screen on start, which is also a default that is forced to you if you have the forced onto you if you have the free version of Unity. But if you have the paid version of Unity, you can skip it, which is also like counterintuitive because, I mean, really it's like it's partially in their best interest to have people showcase the good games. Yeah, I guess in the 6th it's removable for free. But it feels like in their best interest to have people who are making competent games showcase that it's made with Unity, but it's not a stamp of pride, right? See, this guy, he just reached the end, so he just stopped. He's just good. He said, nah, I'm good. And these guys are stuck in the ground. But yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, when you have games like The Long Dark, for example, or Subnautica, like those games can confidently show, you know, the Unity logo on start and be like, hey, this was made with Unity. And then it becomes, you know, a stamp of pride for the game engine. But when you have fucking Slender 3 showing it at the start, it's not a moment of pride. Okay, so Interpolate is not doing anything for these wheels, but that makes me wonder if... Yeah, see, when I reset the when I reset the rigid body, then the wheels start working. So there's something about it being disabled and then re-enabled that takes the wheel physics out of the simulation. Aha! See, I thought it was strange. Is there like is there like a way to a reset? Mm. Like reset a rigid body, because the moment I change the properties here, interpolate to like you can see here with this taxi here, wheels are falling through the ground. I lift this fella up. Let me show you here. I lift him up. It's like, oh no, we fall through the ground again. But if I can just do this, I set this to extrapolate. Keep in mind, going from extrapolate to interpolate also fixed it. See, I switched extrapolate to interpolate back, and now it's still working. So it's like something about resetting the. What you doing? I'm working on Penguin GTA. Hello, video. Something about like reload rigid body. Is there like something like that? Like that's resetting it, but it's like you can't. It's not sleeping, is it? No, because then it wouldn't be acted on by physics. I mean, we could do this. But I don't think this would trigger anything. I don't know, I'm just gonna see this. This is insanely hacky, but it's basically put by a script on search. What do you say? What game is this? Free link? For you, $100. $100 and you get the free link. Special price. I guess he reached his end. Yeah, imagine that. That would be insane. Yeah, see, Okay. Just do that. Get component, rigid body, dot. Please don't jocking me. I am really the dev of this game, ibuprofen. I don't even know, like, I should probably wait for fixed update. Yeah, well, you might put more into this game because this is going to be Penguin Heist but GTA. We're adding like cars, houses, all kinds of shit. It's open world. I think we should have an unstable economy in Penguin Heist. Hell yeah. The greatest market recession of all time. Dude, there's a cop behind you. What are you... Yeah, look. Okay, I think what we need to do is we need to delete this, and then we do void reset our physics. Or not a void, it's going to be a IEnumerator, which will do and then, is it true that all penguins are not racist and in fact are super unracist? Yes, that's actually true. That's actually true. Penguin is moving his hand in the game. Penguins don't have hands, guys. Make sure you get that right. They have wings or flippers, depending on how you want to look at it. Yeah, it's not about shutting it down runtime. It's more like resetting it runtime. And apparently switching between the interpolation modes is somehow doing some kind of reset. So yeah, I'm going to try that. I wonder what, you know, the IQ score of the Rizzler is. I wonder if he's high IQ. I'd imagine he is. What do you guys think? I mean, obviously, Costco guys below 100 for sure. But Rizzler, I don't know. He might be 120, probably 200. Somewhere in that range. He's at 281. I saw the records. Damn, he's got the Rizzler files. I also need, so, I mean, because right now when the... Oh my god, you guys. Stop driving into each other. His wheels are in the ground. Bullshit. What is this emoji? I don't know. Vehicle and I don't know why. Like. If I set to interpolate, bam, now he's up on the ground again. Back to extrapolate. Still good. Wait, just a second, guys. The mesh deformation is basically you can modify mesh in runtime, right? And if you know how to modify a mesh in runtime, you can basically then apply a point force on that mesh. If you imagine that a force is concentrated the most at the start of it and then it decays over time, you can sort of displace the vertices of the mesh where the force originated, and with that direction that the force is added, and then you just do that, right? You just on collision get the force, move it over, and you're good. I wonder, maybe I could do this. Oops. Then you do get component rigid body dot wake up, because it could be it starts sleeping. Is it literally just that? Well, I mean, it's essentially literally just that, and that makes it also possible to network it, right? Because for any given car, you would essentially store these vectors. So you'd have a position vector where the relative position of where the force was applied to the car, which is just a local position, right? And then you'd have the actual vector, force vector, which is like the direction, the relative direction. And then you can just synchronize that. I've never seen a game developer. I'm a web dev. Ah. There are many things I could say, but I will not say them. Sounds like a lot of data, though. Well, I mean, you don't save it per vertex, right? You do the computation client side. The only data you need to save is are the forces applied, right? And then you'd cap out the amount of forces that you can save from a collision, right? And sort of maximum, maybe you'd save like 100 or whatever impacts. But again, I mean, once they're sent, that's fine. Or you just yeah, don't store the vertex points, just store the forces. And you can also compress the forces, right? So you have like, before the force is applied, compress it, because then you can you know, in a unit sphere or whatever, you can quantize the amount of different directions you can have. So then you can even store that in, say, like a byte, you know? You could store all the possible combinations of forces in a byte. So then you're just sending like the position, relative position, which can also be quantized. The local positions can be quantized. And then you send the quantized direction as well as a quantized force. It is C#, yeah. Guys, we just got a huge revelation here. Irani Ball is not his real name. Isn't GameDev hard? Depends on what you're making. We'll just do this. If current log equals 0. We're just doing very hacky shit right now. Well, GameDev's not just coding, no. It's Depending on what you're doing, right? I mean, if you can be a game developer who only has ever seen code, just like you can be a designer who's never seen code. But I would say that if you're an indie developer, you have to be prepared to wear many hats, because if you don't, then you will not make it. Like, I don't get it. What gets called? Like if I change his I don't know, change the collision detection. Yeah, that changes it also. So then he can keep driving. Yeah, I do lives every work day. All weekdays I do live development here on stream. Sometimes they are more interesting, sometimes they are less interesting. I'm trying to see, because it seems like the bar wheel colliders equals children wheel collider. Oops. Then yield return no. We'll just copy paste this. Reset start coroutine, reset physics. Really cool it is. I wish other devs also did lives like gamers do, because it helps a lot to see someone ahead of you do cool stuff which you can't currently do. No, it's not Visual Studio Code. It's JetBrains Writer. I'm making Penguin GTA. Yeah, falls through the ground. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Okay. So public, no. Var wheel collider is equal to spec. Components and children. Wheel collider, and then include an active. Wheel collider stop for. Var wheel I dot enable equals false, and then we can just copy this, paste. Oop. Yield return for fixed update or new. Thanks, Bat King. Thank you. Oh, I guess this is iEnumerator also, so we need to reset the simulation. Hot reload. Thanks, you Ronnie Balls. Thank you. Fucking falls through the ground. Hey, appreciate it, Bat King. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub. Well, I think maybe it's not as common on YouTube Shorts. I don't know how many do it on shorts. Well, I mean, it's like I always say, Ronnie Ball, if you can't stream, then just give up. That's my tip, my motivational tip. If you can't do it, give up. There's no point. Yeah, setting the wheels, not doing anything. Setting that is not doing anything. Oh wait. Shit, it was doing something. Crap. The rendering was just frozen. For starting out with GameDev, learn programming fundamentals, then move on to a game engine if you want that. I would suggest I would argue it's quite fun to learn what a game engine is and try to make one yourself. It doesn't have to be, you know, you don't have to make like a full-fledged game engine. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying like, hey, it's probably fun to experiment a little bit and try to make something, you know, at least slightly competent. Your own game loop, your own render loop, reading input. That's my suggestion. And when you're confident enough there, you shouldn't have an issue moving over to something like Unity or Godot or Unreal or whatever. Because, I mean, all game engines are built on the same fundamentals, which is a simulation, rendering simulation, and reading updates for the simulation. A game is not a game if the user can't influence it, so that's why you need to read input. A game is not a game if you can't see what's going on, so that's why you need the rendering. And a game is not a game if there's nothing being simulated, so that's why you need the simulation. That's it. Okay, let's see here. So if I go to this guy, and I set his wheels to... Yeah, resetting the wheels only affects the one wheel. But it's as if there is like some delay. We could do this. And then instead of having it be the wheels, Just a second. See if we fall through the ground now. Ooh. Oh, wait, we didn't even recompile. Shit. But yeah, it seems like when we re-enable the wheels, we might have to enable them before we enable the rigid body. Maybe that's the key. But, you know, we'll start with this and then we'll look into that later with the wheels. Seems like there's some car source that is 2D. Yeah, he good, he good. Ah, shit. Okay, let's do this. Go to definition. Wheel colliders here. I think we need to do this. Will you publish this? Yes. Yes. And where am I going to publish it, you ask? Well, it's actually going to get published on your mom's Facebook page. Hell yeah. God damn it. Oh, fucking car. Yeah, I don't know. This is extremely weird. Uh-huh. Still waiting for a backflip. Yeah, it's C++, yeah. Thinking about moving over to Rust though, but we'll see. What course is this? Are you using Unity Engine? No, this is Unreal. Unreal Engine. Yeah, just me. Just me. That's the thing. That's the thing with the rigid body. There's brakes. Oh yeah, I love this, guys. This is awesome. It's all made in-house. I didn't source 3D. I made the 3D models. Let's just try this. Not quite sure I understand what is happening. It's like GTA Life Simulator, essentially. Pretty much GTA Life Simulator. Yeah. Okay. So you have the state. Is there no way to like, hello Chetan. Sorry. Just need to check a thing here. I'm just doing some research. Do you use AI agents for coding? Copilot? No, I don't use AI agents for my code. Just doing a little bit of research here on rigid bodies. I wonder if I modify the wheel colliders. Newt newt, so true. I like those penguin emojis. Yeah, okay. And that seems to be the only place where they get modified, so... Try that, like do a little simple set or something. Oh shit. I mean, here the mesh collider is disabled as well. Hmm. I wonder, like, am I doing something with a rigid body? rb.iskinematic. None. Otherwise, extrapolate. We can do this. Coding, this is C# that I'm using. Fuck. So it rolls a bit and then plop, falls down into the ground. Interesting. So let's just see here what the like Do these have the activated wheels? No? No wheel colliders either. Let's see if the wheel colliders get disabled now. It's Patricio. Okay, now it's enabled. Fucking bullshit. Could it be the switching of the could be the switching of the kinematic as well. I mean, having them extrapolate seems to absolutely ruin them. Coding, it's going okay. It's a lot of experimenting. Trying to get the cars working. There's like some weird bug with Unity's wheel colliders where if they've been like, it seems to be related to if the rigid body parent has had its settings modified, going from like being not physically active to being physically active. It just likes to fall through the ground. Yeah, it seems to be the transition from kinematic to... Oh. Never mind. That's not it either. That's the weird part, though. Um... Right, okay. Best platform to make game? Well, like, you mean game engine or like OS or what? Mm. Wheels going through the ground. Wake wheel. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, because the initial position would have changed. that could be it. Hola, hola. The first penguin lord. Oh. I mean, he's not driving. That doesn't bode well. Shit. Check DMs. DMs on Twitch. DMs on... Oh yeah, that's the DM on the style sheet. Okay. So you'd link the style sheet and then... Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. So you can access all this stuff now then. At runtime, yeah. Very nice, very nice. That's not the problem, Robber. It's far more insidious. Send the SCSS content if you care for it. What SCSS content? I see, I see. Sadly, that's not why I'm here. No, but the wheel colliders only go through the ground after modifications to the parent rigid body. Yeah, I mean, you can just hear the shit's breaking. I am live essentially every day. All weekdays I'm live. But I mean, I wouldn't say my streams are necessarily a learning experience. I'm just figuring shit out, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's a very, you know, interesting, mathematically complex physics problem that many physicians have been pondering, you know, for decades, honestly. Why do wheels go underground? I will probably be the first one to solve it, but first I need to figure out why. Robber on YouTube? That's what I was thinking. But basically, here, okay, let me show you just how weird this is, okay? These wheels go underground. He's trying to turn, obviously, so he's like trying to drive. And I can pull him up, and you can see he resets himself to try to like go down and like back on the ground. But if I click this guy, select his vehicle, he has a parent rigid body here. I can literally change any of these settings. Well, okay, ignore that, but let's find another guy who's stuck in the ground. We can take this guy. I don't know, some other guy here behind, I'm sure. Yeah, this guy's falling into the ground. Okay, yeah, thank you, dude. Anyway, I clicked this guy. And then I just click is kinematic is true, and then is kinematic is false, and wham bam, he can now drive around again, see? But the thing is, it's not just is kinematic. We can find another fella. Here, he's gonna probably fall into the ground sooner or later. No? Some of them don't. That's also the thing. Not all of them fall into the ground. This guy's in the ground now. And he's like, help me out, I can't get out. Click him, select this car. Instead of clicking is kinematic here, we're just gonna change this extrapolate to interpolate, and bam, he can drive again. See? This guy, I think he just drove off the road, so he's not stuck actually. His wheels are fine. But you see the sort of strange issue I'm having here? And thing is, it doesn't even happen instantly either. It's like they drive a while and then plop, fall through the ground. So they slow down when they get to LOD 0, and then they plop, fall through the ground. And yeah, I can change this to continuous, same thing. So it's like any modification I make to that one fixes it for all the wheels. If I go here, I can select one of the wheels. So like this one, I can just disable the wheel collider. I enable it again, and wham bam. Now that wheel and only that wheel is fixed. I can disable all of them and then enable all of them, and now they all work. So that's the weird thing. It happens when it goes from the thing is, I'm using so many, like this vehicle asset I'm using, because I couldn't be asked to make my own. Well, whatever kinematic means or not is irrelevant to solving the issue, because they all affect them equally. But there's a bunch of layers of abstraction and interior like physics changes and setups as vehicles go from being like physically driven to being like driven by the just spline essentially. But essentially, shortly put, let's see here, we can go. When we update the LOD here, we see, okay, we have a new LOD here. And if the new LOD is equals to our current LOD, we don't do anything. You know, it's not interesting to update anything about our vehicle if the new LOD is identical to the current one. But in the off chance that it is, we run this code here. The higher LOD codes are sort of irrelevant. The enabled colliders. See, this is what I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm just trying to disable things like partially and see. This code, it's messy. It's messy is what it is. They are on for only LOD 0. Essentially, LOD 0 is any close proximity, so there's no chance that any player collides with a car outside of LOD 1. Or outside of LOD 0. And 1, 2, 3 are like lowering granularity, so like, okay, in a really, you know, if it's at LOD 1, I think I still have the collisions in the event that like yeah, essentially drives using nav mesh. Well, it's not really nav mesh, it's using my own proprietary graph navigation on the road splines here. But yeah, essentially, you know, nav mesh like navigation. And then, yeah, LOD 3, I just disable the renderer and I mark it for basically despawning. That's like when it's really far off, so we don't, you know, simulate a bunch of cars off in the distance. We just like, despawn them eventually. Spawn in a new car somewhere else, closer to the player. But well, that's the thing, though. That's the thing, and I will show you this as well. You would think that's the reason why, but these cars are stuck, right? So I click on this car, and we pull them up. So of course it's not updating the visuals because it's all paused, but we press play, and then we can just step the simulation. And the wheels still go through the ground. So the problem is not an intersection. The wheels are just completely not enabled even. So I click the wheels and I'm like, okay, well, maybe they're disabled. No, they're enabled. The colliders are enabled. They're here. So, yeah. I mean, I don't think the wheels provides contacts is. And of course, if I toggle provides contacts, that's going to update the variables for the wheels, so it's going to be like. I mean, contacts is not even relevant though. It's like. Debugging inspector, don't tell me nothing more about these wheels. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, do I want to just band-aid this, or do I want to try to find the actual root cause? CBTing?
This is Mr. Penguin. Is depressed.
Daddy Frosty just subscribed.
Hey, appreciate it. They're not falling through the ground, are they? Well, except he probably is falling through the ground, isn't he? Let me see. Are you using the wheel colliders, or are you using the mesh colliders? No? Okay. Oh, cock and ball torture. Yeah, been there, done that. You know, it kind of seems like they're not falling through the ground anymore. Maybe it was that enabled collider shit. Could it be that, like, enabled colliders? Well, I thought it was the roads, but again, it's, you know, the whole entire situation. Yeah, I think it's working now. I mean, you still have these situations. Yeah, I mean, I generally, what I do is I write messy, shitty code, and then I will go and patch it up. That's my general approach. Sometimes, you know, if I'm making, I don't know, when I was making like this road navigation system, I went with a more architectured approach because I was like, this needs to be a very robust system. It is an asset that I'm building on, yeah. But, you know, generally, even if I'm working with an asset, I'll try to, like, understand it. But, I mean, the asset itself even has, like, typos built into it. If you look at the, like, he... see here. Something like SPP and like parts. I don't know, it's freaking weird. Yeah. This SPP. SPPED factor. And yeah, it has the documentation is in Russian and English, so you know you have an option there. And this is multiplier, which he wrote multiplayer. But the thing is, this is like one of the most popular assets for like cars with mesh deformation. It is actually performant. And yeah, it has built-in like input system support. It's like very feature rich, very much plug and play, easy to set up like new vehicles with it. So it's like, yeah, it's worth it, but oh, and I have to show you, like, this is the worst part, and I don't know why anyone would even use this, but in the car controller, which is this, he has it's a partial class. So the car controller consists of engine, steering, transmission. So it's a partial class, which means that car controller is implemented across car controller, engine, steering, and transmission. So engine is a car controller. Now explain that to me. That's what I'm saying. Like, a partial can be fine, right? But you don't implement a car controller, right? The car controller is like, well, what is a car controller? I'm gonna have a partial class to represent this car controller, which is engine. But then it's also like the engine itself. If you look at a vehicle, the engine is defined as a class, right? So we can select a vehicle here. We can select this one. We have this vehicle here, which has a car controller. Right there. And the vehicle here has an engine as a class. Which is like, well, couldn't you just have made that a separate class then? And not a partial class as part of the car controller? Well, no, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's not a data-only class. That's the thing. It's not. It would, you know. Well, I don't think it's... I wouldn't imagine it's a struct. We can go to... Let's see here. Engine. I guess it's maybe part of the vehicle controller? No? Okay. Or I guess... Yeah, because it's partial classes, so you don't know where shit is serialized, so... maybe the... Engine config. Okay. No, it's a class. It's a class. The engine config is a class. It's gotta be. Gotta be. Yeah. I mean, you just Google data oriented and struct comes up, you know. But this guy's like, no, I have I have another idea. Holy shit. What is this being like interpolator or something? Could be this being interpolated. Interpolate none. How much did the asset cost? It's kind of cheap. I think it was like 20 bucks or something. I think it was like 20 bucks. But yeah, I mean, it has like built-in Pun2 networking, but I didn't even read its networking code because I assumed it was just as much of a mess of the rest. So I wrote my own networking code, and the same for like luckily like all the impulses, right? So like the mesh deformation here, we crash into this guy. Like all the mesh deformation is stored as easily accessible impulses, which I then convert to a damage queue. So I can then like easily apply it. But like the drifting sounds are quite extreme. But yeah, it's like I would implement this, but for me it was like it was like I just wanted to get the ball rolling with these vehicles. And I've tried making vehicle controllers of my own, and generally they work fine, but they don't have that sense of weight that I saw this one display. And I mean, there is, you know, there is a level of quality to the actual driving it presents, I feel. But yeah, I mean, I need to change it to interpolate for sure, because extrapolate. I don't know what the fuck is happening, but this car is like going bananas. Yeah, I mean, it's taking me ages to get movement that feels right for Penguin Heists. I mean, it sort of speaks for itself, you know, considering it's all physics based. And it's like, how do you make something that feels silly, wonky, but also responsive? Because at the end of the day, it is a shooter, right? So that was something I had to take into account. But it also has to be like wobbly, and then it's like you have these elements of like motion sickness and I don't know, I feel like the rate at which the wheels spin up is a bit too fast, maybe. Because they like slip as they accelerate. Like the RPM is a bit too high. But I think I don't know, I've struggled with vehicles, especially. I really struggled with vehicles. I got it right in one game, but then I don't have the code for that game anymore, and yeah. Kind of satisfying to just drive around here though. Yeah, I mean the RPM, it like just starts slipping. I think I need to I don't know, like they start ripping, you know? But at least they don't go through the ground, so I have something to work with, but I think they get a little bit lost. Yeah, the tires squeak. But I mean, the tire squeak is because they lose traction, right? So that's also built into the asset, which is quite nice. Like, it has these variables, but the Unity wheel collider is so absolutely janky that, you know, I don't know. That's it is adjustable, but I mean, you have to find out where, and you have to read through the documentation, which is like so many of these parts in the documentation are just repeating what the actual, like, there's no explanation of what it does. So if you look at the documentation here, you have the Russian and then the English. But we open this up, and let's go to, like, I don't know, wheel. Like, this vehicle is grounded. Returns true if at least one wheel is touching the ground. Like, that's a reasonable explanation, right? Because it gives context that this one doesn't give. And you wouldn't name this vehicle as one wheel touching the ground. Like, that's too verbose. So that's like a reasonable part of the documentation, but many parts of this is like, if the vehicle is grounded, then the documentation would say returns true if the vehicle is grounded. Like, that's the extent of a lot of these comments, especially when you get into some, I think it's like the steering velocity. Like, here, this is very nice. It has like these graphics to show like all the calculations. But I think it was the race AI or whatever AI. I think it was. He has look angle sped factor. It's even in the documentation. Even in documentation. SPED. Yeah, I can't find it right now, but there are many cases. But I mean, I guess it is a common mistake, but it's so, like, when you're buying an asset, you feel like because you're not the developer, you don't have the full context of what any of this means. So you need to have documentation that provides context. But in any case, this is nice. This I like. Because these asymptote and extremum slip, wrapping your head around what those do for a wheel collider is a headache. So him actually providing values. Yeah, I mean, easy roads. I just noticed so many times I clicked undo or something, right? In easy roads, and it would undo changes I had made like in a previous save. It's also made by Russians. Okay, awesome. No, but it's like, you know, if I was working on the road and I'm like, oh yeah, oops, I didn't mean to put down that intersection there. I press undo And then it's like, I'm gonna remove all the sidewalks you've placed for every single road. I'm just gonna remove them. And it's like, whoa, okay, yeah, thanks, dude. Awesome. I haven't had those issues with Microsplat, but I mean, with Microsplat and Microverse, you of course get Jason Booth's very beautiful customer support. I don't know if you're familiar with the guy, but he's very well known for not taking kindly to questions. Ask a question and he will show you his true rage. I mean, I kind of get it. Like, I kind of get it, because it's like you can't be customer support and an asset developer at the same time. But like some of these questions that people are asking are like, you know, genuine questions. And he will say like, read the documentation, and then the actual answer is not in the documentation. But it's like, yeah, I need to figure out. Like, where are you trying to go? Is the green where you're trying to go? I need to see. I guess it is where he's trying to go. Yeah, he's trying to go to the start of the path over there. That's where he thinks he is. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I think, like, you know, if someone asks like a question such as, you know, with regards to Microsplat or something, like, how do I make a new material? And it's like, if you read even the first page of the documentation, you would see exactly how to make a new material. But then you have, like, for me, it was a case of I was using Microverse and Microsplat, and I was doing the procedural generation of textures using Microsplat. And I was asking why, like, my edits were getting removed. And that question he did answer, but not without first... oh, this guy is falling through the ground. So I guess it isn't fixed. Although, what I changed was this. But that's not has a driver. Not without first scolding me, asking me, why would you ever do that? But he respectfully answered after that. Because I guess he understood that it was not explicitly stated in the documentation that Microverse is like, you know, because the thing is, like, Microverse and what Microsplat does, there's a lot of overlap in some ways. But like when you're working with Microverse, which does everything using stamps, it's sort of expected that you change your entire workflow to be Microverse only. If not, be prepared to face friction. even though it like renders using microsplat. I'm not understanding here why they're going through the ground still. Ah, bad blood in sandbox. In the sandbox Discord. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've only ever been in. Holy shit. Holy shit. Didn't mean to vote exfiltration. I wanted to vote restart. Okay. Getting banned made no difference. I was the one pushing the engine to its limits with the Rust Legacy project, so I made most of the bug reports and counted stuff they didn't figure out yet. Interesting. Oh, I know why the cars are so fast. They changed their mass. I mean, it's kind of satisfying to crash into cars. Seems like in general they're not falling to the ground though. Okay, I think I'm gonna actually end it for today. I think so. I'm a bit burnt out on this issue, and it's been a long week. I will be back tomorrow. I'm just gonna be working a bit of off stream, doing random shit, I think. Gonna take a lunch now though. So yeah, I think yeah, just gonna take a chill lunch and not be back streaming. So yeah, you all have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll be back on Monday. And yeah, we'll see. Maybe over the weekend I'll port Penguin Heist over to Sandbox. We're gonna also implement Humane UI. So yeah, we'll see. I'll be back. You all have a great